and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvie and this is also Passionately. This is the 31st day of December 2023. This will be the final video of the year. Yay! Today I'm going to be showing you how I made a dress I wore over the Christmas break, a stovepipe neckline, and in my previous video I showed you how to achieve that neckline. And without much further ado, let's get into it. In this video, I'll basically be taking you through my design process. So sometimes I start with the idea in my head and then make a sketch of it and then look for a fabric to match that idea. However, for this project, I already had an idea of the fabric I wanted. It's Christmas season and there's been a lot of sparkly and gold, silver, sequin fabrics on display. So I decided to go with the gold one. And I basically created this design around that fabric. With regards to design details, I kept it really simple. So as you can see, it's an A-line dress with a V neckline and a stovepipe neck detail actually. So that stovepipe detail came into play after I made a tutorial on the stovepipe neckline. I fell completely in love with it and I decided that was my next detail to add to my project. So right now I'm just adding some depth color-wise to my croquet just to make it look more alive. So here's the fabric that stole my heart and we're going to start with the pattern cutting now. So I started with the front pattern. I included a V neckline and a princess seam. The fabric is a little stiff because it's a brocade, I think. So I just wanted to make the top look a little more flattering. That's why I decided to go with a V neckline. The only detail added to the back is the stovepipe, and then I took the waist in by I think 1 centimeter. As you may or may not know, one of the best ways to ensure your homemade garment looks like something bought from a high-end store or something you'll really cherish is if you make a test fit. So you need to test your patterns, ensure that everything sits where it needs to be, and once you're satisfied with it, you go ahead to cut your main fashion garment. So this is me just cutting it on a test fit fabric. You might notice that as part of the design, the princess dart doesn't get to the bottom of the garment. It stops just at the hip level. Once I was happy with my test fit, I went on to cut it onto my main fashion fabric, and I've even sewn the dart at this point, as you can see at the back. So I'm just going to go on to continue sewing. That's the lining I chose, and I think it really turned out nice with that lining. All I did from this point on was sew. So attach the zip, attach the lining, and ironed as I go. Ironing is very essential. That's what makes your garment turn out looking really good. So I did all of that. This was a pretty easy dress to make. Once the pattern was done, I added some interfacing to the neck to make it stiffer. Et voila, here I am wearing my self-made dress on my night out. I had a beautiful time because there was good company, good food, and of course, a dress I made that turned out so well. Cheers to the new year, guys.